name's Fred Folkard, born on 8th of July 1923, a street called Dicey Street at Woolwich, which was a bit dicey. And the second eldest of 9 children. Second eldest of 9 children.
How old were you when the war started?
Well, the story started, I think I was about 16 and a half to 17.
Okay. When did you have to enlist?
Well, you enlisted at 18, but what it did, the war broke out 1939,
Yep.
September. And previously that, like just before it, you'd be in Eltham Street up here. And the whole street was covered with military, artillerymen, because all Woolwich was a big artillery base. So they was all up there showing their wares and getting lads to join. But anyway, I would have joined if I could have got a chance. But so I think it was 16. Anyway, between 16, I can't remember now. 17. But when war started, the next day I was at Eltham Fire Station, volunteering for the fire brigade. Young Guard was originated, and I give up the fire brigade, you know, joined the army, and got a rifle in my hand. So I worked during the day. And in fact, at that time, I'd left the bakery and I'd taken an old sugar refinery at the time. And strange as it was, like after I joined the army, the war started proper, you know, it really started. And of course we were more or less being driven out of Europe. And I was in the garden, and because we had the fighter bombers, I mean, all over here, southeast London. The trail was all over the sky, you know, the fighters, which was strange really, because the thing was, everything was going on as normal down below, but up there, men were dying, you know. And not only up there, also on the ground, because they was bombing all the airfields, Clavering them. So if you got, say, 5 or 6 pilots shot out there, you quite possibly had 15 or 20 of the ground crew wiped out. See? It's because they come out bombing everything on the airfield. And I was on shift work. You'd done 6 to 2 and 2 to 10, those are shifts. And I wasn't at work, it was on a Saturday, so I was on a shift. And of course the old raid came over on the way. And then I look up and see something like 250 German bombers, all in formations, coming straight over this building, right over it, coming over, all going up to London. And of course, they plastered the city, you know, and all the way at night, and they continue in the night, bombers were coming over, and the sky, you know, you look from here like towards the city, and the sky was absolutely red with everything burning. All the city of London got really clobbered, and all the docks. So anyway, on the Saturday, I had to go to work, taking ours, which is sitting right on the side of the Thames. Go over there, and the factories all the way up have been plastered. Loaders Oil Works, which was next door to Tate & Lyle's, that was burnt out, that was gone. Tate & Lyle's stood, but when you walked up the street, anyway, it runs straight parallel with the river. It's, I think it's Silvertown way up. So, but all the houses, the fronts, strangely enough, were all blown out, you see.
So they were just following.
And when you looked, it was just like looking into dolls' houses, you know. You looked in the kitchen where most likely having milk, getting ready for a meal and all that. It's just, that's how it was. Then of course you had rationing, you know, coming. It's dig for victory, you know, everybody, the gardeners were all dug up and used growing potatoes and all this stuff. So, you know, it's pretty hard times regarding
Yeah.
food supplies.
How did the whole dig for victory thing work?
Pardon?
How did the whole dig for victory thing work? Did everyone just have to use their garden
You use your garden, yeah, for your own benefit,
for
like,
your
you know.
own benefit?
I
So
mean,
it wasn't rationed or anything?
miles of hours, pardon?
It wasn't rationed? Like
Oh
someone
yeah,
did
it was.
it was.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was normal rations. I think you only got a small, I don't know, a couple of ounces of sugar a week.
Yeah.
You might only be allowed 2 eggs,
Yeah.
or meat-wise, you could only get a small piece of meat. You know.
What did you eat?
Eh?
What was like a typical dinner?
Well, I mean, the thing is, if you've got families 5 or 6, but they may do a mend. I mean, that was the old thing. I mean, what people made, like carrot cake and all this sort of stuff.
Like
And
stews and things like that? Did you have any kind of close escapes?
oh well, we had a heavy raid one night. This was during the Blitz. One heavy raid, and looking out to the garden. The flares were coming down, you know, dropping them and lighting the whole area up. And all the incendiaries, it was mainly incendiary bombs coming down. And I stood at the back door of my father, and of course the gardens were all dug up, you know, loose soil. And such a swoosh, like. I said to the old chap, I said, "Oh, Dad, that was a bit close." I said, "Yeah, most likely a bit of shrapnel, because they've got a mile of shrapnel coming down, because our guns were banging away." So yeah, so that was coming down. But anyway, first thing in the morning, I came straight down and went outside, and I looked, and there was a patch, big white patch, you see, and it was an incendiary bomb. It came down, and it was no more than 3 feet away from me. So in other words, if I'm standing there, that's where it was, in there, and it was white. So I got a fork out, garden fork, dug down, and I brought the fin out, because being the earth was all soft for digging, it had gone in, see, and burnt out underground. Where out in the field, they was all lit up, burning on top. And I mean, and there's one house at the top of the road, roof was burning away merrily, you know. So it's yeah, it was you know, it's
Was it frightening? It must have been really frightening.
well, strange as it may seem, it never frightened me.
Really?
No,
Okay.
no. And I think the young people in the main, it didn't. You had to get on with it.
Yeah.
On Elton Mill, I was in the cinema there.
Yeah.
Of course, I was on shift work.
Yeah.
And I went in the afternoon. I was in the afternoon. All of a sudden, such a bang, you know. And there wasn't many people in the cinema. Anyway, some girls in there, and they screamed. But anyway, I saw the film out. And when I came out, I walked down Elton Mill, right at the top of the road, on Elton Mill. All the tram lines were bent and twisted up. And the bomb had actually just at the top of the road. And the funny thing about it was, at Queenscroft Park, he dropped his stick of bombs, and there's 1, 2, 3, say 5, and they finished on the top of the road, which is, what, 100 yards away from our house. And if you took the line of them across the park, if that crew member had been perhaps a second or 2 seconds slower in pressing his button to let go, that was it. So, you know, there's a school at New Cross. They hit that, you know. I was in the forces then, but anyway, you know, it was warfare. And one of the most dangerous places to be in the world was London.